All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today what we're going to be talking about is Zim Integrated Shipping, Zim LNG, baby. This is a shipping company from Israel. Basically, the reason why I want to bring this up, we've made a couple videos in the past about Zim, and I only really bring up Zim when I feel like there's something necessary to talk about. And you know what? To get you guys prepared for Zim's earnings, which are exactly a month from today, so I'm giving you kind of 1 month in advance. May 27th is the earnings. Today is April 27th. I want to explain to you guys why the share price has gone from under $10 and shot up all the way to over $13, roughly about a 30% gain or so in the past month, and why Zim is actually expected to be profitable. We're going to go over some earning estimates on what analysts are saying on their low and high term ranges for Zim in terms of what they're able to produce for the next quarter, which means if you are a holder of Zim like myself, you could potentially be receiving a dividend coming this next earnings date. So that is why it's super important. This is what you guys have all been waiting for Zim holders. So we're going to talk about that in this video. If you guys do enjoy, we're up to 4,497 subscribers. More subscribers every single day. 258 subscribers in the past 28 days. That's fantastic. 3 subscribers away from 4,500 subscribers. That is crazy. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're talking about Zim. Went up 16% just the other day on Friday, which is fantastic. But the reason why Zim has been rallying so crazy is because their earnings date is May 27th. And shipping rates for the past kind of earnings period, so from January, if we can go back here, from, oh, my Wi-Fi is definitely slow. If we go, I'm not sure if this is going to load or not, but if we go back to January, we could see that shipping rates were super high. They were trading at about this $3,000 marker for, I'm pretty sure this is per 40-foot container. Yeah, as it says right here, per 40-foot container. And so at these levels, Zim is 100% profitable in my opinion. At these levels, Zim has more than enough capability to produce higher revenues and a positive earnings. Basically, if you look at this, if you look at the previous quarter, which was the fourth quarter of 2023, Zim was just shy of becoming profitable. They were about $148 million down from being profitable, but those were at shipping rates that were even lower than we see today. Today, shipping rates hover at about 2,300, 2,200, 2,500, somewhere within this range. I do personally believe that about 2,500 is a sweet spot for Zim, where Zim will be able to create enough revenue at those shipping rates to be kind of not profitable, but kind of break even. And I do believe that anything above this marker, anything close to 3,000 or above 3,000 is going to be a profitable month or quarter for Zim. And so with the first quarter really being about a 3,000 price for a 40-foot container or so, I really do think Zim is going to produce a dividend for the next quarter, which is the next earnings date, which is May 27th. It's weird how they do it because it's for the first 3 months of the year, but they announce it in May 27th. And that is why Zim stock has been rising. And that's why I want to bring it to you guys on this channel so you guys are aware that Zim will likely pay a dividend. Of course, this is just my opinion, but I do think that Zim will likely pay a dividend for the next quarter, and that is exactly why the stock is rising. Now, what will Zim pay for its dividend? Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi is being slow. I would love to show you on Zim's website, but I can't. All we can do is go off analyst estimates, and Yahoo Finance actually has a great thing. You go to analysts, and it'll bring you to this page right here. So up until March 2024, which is the first quarter, we have 4 analysts kind of covering Zim. They have an average of $1.57 earnings per share for Zim. So basically meaning like each Zim share is going to earn $1.57. And what Zim's policy is, unfortunately I can't show you on their website, what their policy is they look to pay out about 40%, because what they do is they do a mix between 30% to about 50%. So Zim on their website has made a promise to pay out about 30 to 50% of their net income. And so if we take 1.57 times the average of that, so we're going to do 40%, you're looking at about 63 cents per share. And I currently, if I go to my portfolio here, I have about 41 cents per share. So I want to multiply by that times 41. So I'm looking in May at about $25 in extra income from Zim's potential dividend. Now, one thing that is cool to note is that is only the average. If we look on the high end, let's just assume it's on the high end. You know, we could assume the low end, but the low end's a bit more boring. So let's do 2.89. So imagine 2.89 is the earnings for ZIM. We multiply that by 40%, the 40% that ZIM kind of promises to pay us, the 30 to 50%. So we get $1 per share. Now at 41 shares, we're looking at about $47. So you could see here, just from the average estimate of about $1.57 to $2.89, there is a huge jump in your dividend income. And that is why ZIM is so kind of fantastic to look out for. And this is why I enjoy having ZIM in my portfolio. Because if we go to the past, if hopefully my computer will let me, ZIM has paid some pretty insane dividends. And the dividends fluctuate so much with ZIM that you never really know what you're going to get. And sometimes they could be very huge and really surprising to the upside. So who knows? We could be closer to $3 or we could be closer to about $1. We're not really sure. And that's only going to be possible. And we're only really going to see that when ZIM's dividend is announced. And really their earnings are announced on May 27th. There's a range of earnings per share estimates. We see this one where it's forecasted of $1.01. But for the most part, what is great to see is most people are forecasting positive earnings for ZIM's next earnings, which are May 27th. And so with that, hopefully ZIM will be in tune to pay a dividend. Now, one thing I do want to show you is just going back to their history here. If we could pull it up, we're going to look at what ZIM has paid out in the past for dividends. And this is what I'm saying. You see a $2 dividend, $2.50 dividend, a $17 dividend, and the list goes on of these crazy dividends. Do I think it's going to be as high as $2? I don't think so. I think it's probably going to be less than that. But once again, it's all dependent upon freight rates. The higher freight rates are, the higher ZIM is going to earn in terms of their revenue, the bigger their net income is hopefully going to be, and then in turn, the bigger our dividends in our portfolio are going to be for ZIM. So this was a video just highlighting why ZIM's price has shot up so much in the past little while. It's due to the fact that ZIM is likely to be profitable at their next earnings date, May 27th. So you got to buy before the ex-dividend date. I'll keep you posted. I'm not sure. This definitely have to buy probably before May 27th, but I'm not sure about the ex-dividend date. Just wanted to show you guys the chart history, what ZIM is looking like. It says it's supposed to bring in about 1.5 billion for the revenues, as it mentions right here. Average estimate 1.6. I think it might be about that marker, maybe slightly higher in my opinion. And I'll continue to hold my shares until the May 27th until we see what we're going to get for ZIM. So if you guys enjoyed this video, we're up to 4,497 subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video gave you some value, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.